Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we would be talking about a group of muscles which is known as the suprahyoid muscles. The first muscle is the digastric muscle. Highlighted here in green is the digastric muscle. And जैसे इसका name suggest कर रहा है, digastric means it has two belly. So it has an anterior belly and a posterior belly. So the anterior belly of the digastric takes origin from the digastric fossa on the mandible. It gets inserted into the hyoid bone via intermediate tendon and its fibrous sling. The nerve supply is mylohyoid nerve and the action is depression of the mandible and elevation of the hyoid bone. So in this figure, this is mandible. This is the inner surface of the body of the mandible, and there are two fossa present which are known as the digastric fossa. So the anterior belly of the digastric muscle takes origin from these fossa. And gets inserted into the hyoid bone. This is portion of the hyoid bone. This is the body of the hyoid bone, and it gets inserted into the body with the help of a fibrous sling attached to it. This is the fibrous sling. And it will depress this mandible when the mouth is wide open, and it also elevates the hyoid bone. In this figure, this is the digastric muscles. This is the anterior belly. This is the posterior belly. This is that fibrous sling through which it gets attached to the body of the hyoid bone. And it is taking origin from these two digastric fossa present in the body of mandible in the inner surface. Second is the posterior belly. The posterior belly takes origin from the temporal bone, from the mastoid notch present on the temporal bone. Again, it gets inserted at the same place, so the insertion of the anterior and posterior belly is common. Nerve supply of the posterior belly is by the facial nerve. Action is also same. So the action and the insertion of both the bellies are same. Only the origin and the nerve supply differs. So this is the posterior belly. It is coming from the mastoid notch, getting inserted into the same place. So this image of the skull bone is showing the various parts, but we are concerned here with the temporal bone. This is the mastoid process, and somewhere here we'll have the mastoid notch from where the muscle takes origin. In this figure, in this basal view, norma basalis, you can see here, this is the mastoid notch. This is the mastoid notch present on the inferior surface, on the basal surface of the temporal bone. From this, the posterior belly of the digastric takes origin. In this figure, this is the digastric muscle. These are the two bellies of the digastric muscle. This is the intermediate sling. Next muscle is the stylohyoid. So the prefix is the origin and the suffix is the insertion. So it takes origin from the styloid process, the posterior surface of the styloid process, and it gets inserted to the hyoid bone, that is at the junction of the body and the greater cornua, supplied by the facial nerve. And its action is it elevates and draws the hyoid posteriorly, also helps in fixing the hyoid bone. So basically जो styloid process है, that is also towards the posterior side only, back side पे ही है ये. अगर हम hyoid bone के comparative में देखेंगे तो it is on the back side. So ये hyoid bone को जो point of origin है वो अपने side pull कर रहा है. So it will elevate and draw the hyoid posteriorly. और साथ में जो हायोइड बोन है वो एक ऐसी बोन है जो डायरेक्टली किसी दूसरे बोन के साथ में जॉइंट नहीं बनाती है. सो इसको स्टेबिलिटी देने के लिए, दूसरे बोन से इसको कनेक्ट करने के लिए मसल्स एंड लिगामेंट्स ही रोल प्ले करते हैं. सो वन ऑफ द मसल दैट फिक्सेस द हायोइड बोन इज द स्टाइलोहायोइड. So in this figure you can see this is the styloid process. The muscle takes origin from here and it gets inserted to the junction of the hyoid bone, that is the junction of the body and the greater condyle. Another figure to show the muscle is getting inserted into, this is the hyoid bone, and at the junction of the body and the greater condyle the muscle is getting inserted. This is hyoid bone, this is the body of hyoid bone, and it has got two horns or cornua. This is the lesser horn because it is smaller in size. This is the greater horn which is larger in size. So the muscle gets inserted where the greater horn and the body connect with each other at the junction. Next muscle is the mylohyoid. Again the prefix is the origin point and the suffix is the insertion point. So mylohyoid line of the mandible gives origin to the mylohyoid, and it has three fibers: anterior, middle and posterior. Anterior and middle fibers are inserted in the mylohyoid raphe, and the posterior fibers are inserted into the body of the hyoid bone. It is supplied by the mylohyoid nerve and it depresses the mandible, elevates the hyoid bone and the floor of mouth. Similarly as the digastric was doing, so it also depresses the mandible, elevates the hyoid bone. In this figure again, this is body of the mandible, inner surface, and there is a line present which is known as the mylohyoid line. From this line the muscle takes origin. After taking origin, the anterior and middle fibers get inserted into this raphe, the mylohyoid raphe, and the posterior fibers are inserted into the body of the hyoid bone. Same is shown in this figure also. This muscle on both sides, this flat muscle is the mylohyoid, taking origin from the mylohyoid line on the mandible, body of mandible, and the anterior and middle fibers are inserted into the raphe and the posterior fibers are inserted into the body of the hyoid bone. Geniohyoid, again origin is from the genial tubercles. So mandible के inner surface पे, body पे there are tubercles known as genial tubercles. So ये दो होते हैं. So basically जो inferior genial tubercles हैं उनसे origin लेती है muscle and it gets inserted into the hyoid bone, that is the anterior surface of the body of the hyoid bone. It is supplied by the hypoglossal nerve and the action is elevation of the hyoid bone and depression of the mandible when hyoid is fixed. So again the action is same like mylohyoid. So you can see this is the again mandible, inner surface of the body, and at this location, that is above the digastric fossa, there are tubercles, there are spines which are known as genial tubercles. So geniohyoid takes origin from this and gets inserted into the anterior surface of the body of the hyoid bone. This is the muscle. Origin point and insertion point, and it is supplied by this hypoglossal nerve. Next muscle is the hyoglossus. Hyoglossus is also included in the category of the extrinsic muscles of the tongue, and it is also included in the suprahyoid muscle group. So hyoglossal. Now hyo is the prefix, so it is taking origin from the hyoid bone. that is whole of the length of the greater cornua and the lateral part of the body. And glossus is the suffix, and glossus is used for tongue, so it is getting inserted into the side of the tongue in between styloglossus and inferior longitudinal muscle, which is an intrinsic muscle of the tongue. Nerve supply is by the hypoglossal nerve, and its action is it depresses the tongue. So point of origin के तरफ, point of insertion pull होता है, because hyoid bone is below the tongue, so it pulls the tongue towards it. Again, the hyoid bone with the cornua and the body. So whole of the length of the greater cornua and the lateral surface of the body. This is the muscle. Hyoglossus gets inserted into the side of the tongue, and it has to cross in between the styloglossus and the inferior longitudinal muscle. Next is the genioglossus. Again, it is the muscle of the extrinsic muscle of the tongue, but it is also considered in this category. Now, genioglossus. So, genio means it is taking origin from the genial tubercles. That is, geniohyoid is taking origin from the inferior tubercle. Genioglossus is taking origin from the upper genial tubercle. Because tongue जो है वो above है than the hyoid bone. So, जो genioglossus है, that would take origin from the upper genial tubercle. And because hyoid bone नीचे है tongue के, so geniohyoid में जो genio है, that is the inferior genial tubercle. Insertion, the upper fibers are inserted into the tip of the tongue, middle fibers are inserted into the dorsum of the tongue, and lower fibers also reach the hyoid bone. Nerve supply is by the hypoglossal nerve, and the action is protrudes the tongue forward. It is also the safety muscle of the tongue, and it is the only muscle that pulls the tongue forward. Again, the point of origin draws the point of insertion towards it. This is the genioglossus, which is taking origin from the genial tubercles, the upper genial tubercles, and it is getting inserted. The upper fibers getting inserted into the tip, then middle are getting inserted into the dorsum, and the lower fibers into the hyoid bone. You can also see the same in this figure. This is geniohyoid, genioglossus. So genioglossus is taking origin from the upper genial tubercles, and geniohyoid from the lower genial tubercles or the inferior genial tubercles. It is going into the tongue, and few fibers are coming to the hyoid, and geniohyoid is getting inserted into the hyoid bone. So, and that's all about the origin, insertion, nerve supply, and action of the suprahyoid group of muscles. Thank you so much.